The Christmas Elephant, a Nativity Story by Maria Antonia. Illustrated by Laura Zarin. Ellie couldn't wait to be in the Christmas play. She loved Jesus, and Christmas was his birthday. But she had one big elephant-sized problem. There were no elephants in Bethlehem, her sister Piper said. Join Ellie as she problem solves, stands up for herself, and saves the day when baby Jesus goes missing from the Christmas play. A new Christmas classic, The Christmas Elephant, a Nativity Story by Maria Antonia, illustrated by Laura Zarin. Available wherever books are sold.
Hello, and welcome to the virtual book launch for The Christmas Elephant. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Olivia, and we're here with our Aunt Maria to celebrate the release of her book.
Woo!
Thank you.
Okay. Before we begin, there's a few housekeeping items. We're going to be playing some games, and we really hope that you'll join in. So to participate, all you have to do is to put your answers in the chat box. You want to explain that?
Yes,
Olivia?
you'll find the chat box at the bottom of the screen. When you click on it, it should open at the side of your screen. Why not open the chat box right now and put a quick message so we know who's here? Let us know where you're from. But if you want to remain incognito, that's okay too. We're glad you're here.
Excellent. Our second housekeeping note is we're going to have a Q&A about the book later. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can put it in the chat. If you want to remain incognito, that's fine. But just if you want to have a question, put 2 question marks at the beginning of your question. That would help us out a lot.
Okay, it seems that the chat is disabled, so I don't know if
The Q&A area?
It is, the
Yes.
chat is now enabled.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Okay, so now to our first game. And to that, we're going to throw it over to our Aunt Maria.
Hi, my name is Maria Antonia, and I'm the author of The Christmas Elephant. And I'm just saying a bunch of the people that came into the chat. We have people from Michigan and from Moosonee and from St. Catharines, and there's so many people coming up. I can't even say. So hello, everybody. I'm glad you're able to make it. We're going to do a little bit of an icebreaker game to begin this off. As you've already met, I have 2 nieces. One of them is named Sophia. Wave, Sophia. And Olivia is right over there. And as some of you know, if you read the book, you would have seen it in the trailer. The story is about 2 sisters, and 2 of these sisters are kind of based on these 2 young women before you. They are no longer little kids. When I wrote this, they were a little bit younger, but it is kind of based on when they were younger. But the thing is, which is which? And that is where our game is going to be. So you do need, I'm hoping you will use the chat to see if you can figure out. I'm not going to tell you the question yet, but we're going to answer some questions from Sophia and Olivia. So here's those. In other words, don't put any guesses in the chat yet because you don't know the question. But we'll start with these questions for Sophia and Olivia. Okay, so which one is which? Which of you wore a cat tail to school in kindergarten? Yeah, it's Olivia. Wore the cat tail. Which one of you wore a pink
we got
sheep?
one there. Yep.
Wow, yes.
Kim Larson.
Correct.
Which one of you wore a pink sheep costume on stage in preschool? The pink sheep costume. See, a lot of people think this should be Olivia, but it was actually Sophia. So we're making it a little difficult here to find out what the final final question.
I guess our mom made it. Yep.
Yeah.
Recent news.
A long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Which one of you won a writing contest at the library? It
Oh,
was
it should have been
Olivia,
Sophia, but
but
yeah, yeah.
it was Olivia.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 one.
All right, which one of you plays guitar and writes her own songs? That is
Oh, they think
Olivia.
it's you. Oh,
Oh, that's very nice. But
Do
no,
you play
so
do you play guitar at all, Sophia?
like a couple of chords. That's it.
All right. Yeah, neither do I. I don't play either.
Yeah.
Which one of you crochets for fun?
oh, I wish it's
See,
Sophia.
Olivia's the
Sophia, yeah.
artsy, but yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but
Sophia is the one who crochets for fun. And yeah, Sophia is the one in gray and Olivia is the one in red. Ooh, that might be a hint. Uh,
Ooh.
last question. Which one of you wrote and directed her own play in high school? Yeah, that was Sophia who
Oh,
directed her own play,
Sophia.
and Olivia starred in it. Um,
yep.
yeah. So anyhow, here's the big question that I'm going to be asking all of you right now is which one of these two is the Christmas elephant? Which one of them was the one who inspired Ellie in the uh, the play? So
We have like one
Oh,
or two
one
for me,
Olivia,
most
two.
for Olivia,
Oh,
another
two
for
Olivia. It
so
looks five Sophia.
it's a few
Olivia.
Sophias in there.
I
It's
don't
that
know
pink
about
sheep. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you um, a picture of the real Christmas elephant. So just bear with me a minute. Oh, it would help if I did this right, and I'm not doing it right. Okay. So you know something's going to happen here with Zoom. Okay, here we go. I've got to share the screen. That's what I got to do. All right, so here we go. This is the real Christmas elephant, and there she is. And I'm not sure if you can tell which one it is. There's another picture of her. You could tell she had more than one elephant costume because she really did like elephants. And that is the answer is you want to, well, I'll stop sharing my screen now. And do you want to reveal who it was? You want to raise your hand? Who this real Christmas elephant is?
Yeah,
There she is,
I
wearing
guess it's
red.
me.
Apparently, Sophia is trying to throw us off with her gray
yeah, I
sweater.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
gray
yeah,
elephant thing going on.
yeah. So that's the real Christmas elephant. Ellie was based on Olivia, and she really did. She wore that thing everywhere. We found
Hmm.
it. We found it at a rummage sale, and we brought it for Olivia. And I mean, Olivia, do you remember wearing this? You were about 4 years old, 3, 4 years old.
Yeah, I do. I do remember wearing it every once in a while. Yeah.
What was it like?
Sort of itchy, but the tail was interesting.
Why would
I
you?
think I like playing with the costume more than wearing the costume. Or I
Okay.
don't remember when I started wearing it so much as to when I just started playing with the costume because it looked interesting.
Yeah. So
It was
anyhow,
good.
I did send that picture to our my illustrator Laura Zarin. So she did have a picture of the real elephant costume. I thought it was really cute how she took the trunk, which actually did come down like over the face. I was like, you can't have that. So like she like made this like little bun
Yeah,
of a
Yeah, I
trunk
do actually. Yeah.
it's really cute.
on the top, which is really cute.
Yeah.
Okay, that is our icebreaker, and we're, I think, on to our first game that I think Olivia has something trying to stump Aunt Maria.
Yes, we have
Yeah.
our next game, What's in the Box? Okay, I'll shake it. Here are the rules. So Olivia has something in her box, and Anne-Maria gets 20 questions to try and figure it out. And you can make guesses too. That help Aunt Maria out.
Yes.
She might need
Yes.
some help with what
I'm
Olivia
I'm a
might
little
have in her
worried about
box.
this. I'm a little
So just put
worried.
your guesses in the chat, and I'm gonna try to do my best to to see them and then ask them.
Okay. 20
Okay,
questions. Okay.
20 questions.
So it fits in the box. Okay.
Okay, our first question is it an animal? Is it an animal? Yes. Yes.
No.
Okay, it's not an animal.
does it does
That's
it
one of your questions.
does it represent something that's alive?
Yes.
Okay, so it's alive.
No.
Wait, you can it
Is
represents
it
something that's alive.
yeah, that's fine. So like
It's a
could
little
be
like a toy.
Okay, we have is it a toy?
Shh.
It's
Is it a toy?
well, no.
It's not a toy.
Not a toy. Is it something you find in your house, like normal people?
Yes.
Oh, wait, in the chat we have
For most people, no. Is it edible? No.
I think that's
Um,
five.
Maybe to a beaver.
Oh,
Is it is it related to the Christmas elephant?
Yes. Is it something in the book?
Yeah, that's the Christmas elephant. That's one question.
Ye
okay, fine. I'll count one question.
yes. Ish.
We have is it cute?
Yeah.
That'll be a bonus question.
Okay,
You
but
think
we
it's
know
cute?
it's not an animal, right? Like it doesn't represent an animal either.
It represents
You can't no, you have only yes or no.
yes.
You what? Do you not know the like 20 questions?
It doesn't, but it looks like it doesn't. It looks like it, but it isn't.
Okay, I'll give one hint. There's animals. Oh, is it something we find in a nativity scene? Yes. Is it baby Jesus? No. So it's something you find in a nativity scene, kind of.
No, not the manger. That's closer. Oh, yes.
Is it like a star?
There is a star. Yes, that's not the whole picture though.
We have is it the manger?
No, it's not the manger. She said it wasn't the manger.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Christmas tree. No. Close.
Is it a lamb?
No.
Oh, because it's not an animal.
Okay.
But a star
questions.
is part of it? Like, I don't understand. Is it a wise man?
Yeah, it's a wise man. But what is it? Did you think I should show it?
No.
This
Give one more.
ornament.
Kind of.
A kind of ornament, not on a tree.
Okay, 7 questions left. It's an ornament.
But it's part of a
depicting-
nativity set. The nativity, the wise. Is it a camel and star and a wise man with like the whole scene on it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a stamp.
No, it's like a wooden.
Oh, it's a
beavers
wooden
eat it.
block. Beavers
There
eat
it
it? Very cool. Thank you. All right. That was good. That's
Yay.
connected
Do you
to
want to do
the
a
Christmas
bonus
element.
round? Or no?
Well, let's see what do we have? We do have time.
Is
We have
it
time.
handmade?
I have mine. I have my box.
Okay, then we should do
We
yours.
still have time. All right. Do we
I
have?
think it's handmade from Redeemer Bible Church.
Yeah, I think
There
so.
he goes.
Yeah.
There he goes. Okay, so I have my
I don't know
box.
if you can have the phone number.
All right, Olivia, you get to. Well, actually, Sophia too, and the
Yeah, I'll
people.
help.
Okay, so what's in my box? Okay, Sophia, you're going to keep track of the. I mean, can you tell can you tell that Olivia is based on Ellie and Sophia is based on Piper? In fact, Sophia. Well, we'll see it when I read the story later, but Sophia and I are Piper. Just saying. Okay.
Yep.
All
Okay,
right.
our first question is it related to Christmas?
It can be.
Okay, that's not a yes or no answer, but okay. Is it inanimate?
No.
Wait,
You mean-
what?
You said,
That's like
is it
a dog?
inanimate?
It's
Well, I mean, obviously it's
Oh wait, then does it?
What?
Yeah, see, they're saying animal. It has to be animal.
It represents something animate.
Oh, it represents like a little budgie.
It represents an animal.
Okay, so is it a toy?
Yes.
We have to get out of the way. Is it an elephant?
It is not an elephant.
Okay, I guess we're safe. Is the texture
Someone
soft?
asks, no.
Oh, is it a soft toy?
No, we already asked that.
Oh, is it part of the nativity?
It can be.
Okay, so I'm
Yes.
guessing farm animals.
Is it plastic?
Yes.
Okay, so the plastic
Is it plastic?
nativity animal, but we have to guess which nativity animal. Or wait, what if it's a person?
No. Oh. No, okay. Did we ask if it's an animal?
Oh, plastic sheep, donkey.
No?
It is not a donkey,
Is and not a sheep?
but it is a sheep.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
Oh, we got that in 10. That was good work.
It's
So-
Barnaby.
so- I picked this partly because my
How did
next
you
book is
know?
about a sheep.
But the next
And
book-
also Ellie didn't want to be a little lamb, which you'll find out when I read the
Oh.
book. Which it's about time that I'll read the book. And then
Yeah.
so just a few things here. Now, Olivia has to leave us at 6:30. Is that right, Olivia?
Okay.
Oh, you know what though? Before we do that, we have our puns.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna try to make Olivia laugh.
Oh yeah, don't look at my puns.
Now, okay, so Sophia and I have some puns here for Olivia, and Olivia is famous for not laughing.
Yeah.
Sophia and I laugh at our own puns. So
Yeah.
you guys, in those of you who are watching, please like do a laughing emoji or something to validate Sophia and me and our comedy acumen.
Yeah, like this
'Cause
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
that.
So Olivia she
Yeah.
just makes us not feel funny. Okay.
Yep. Okay,
All
no
right.
more emojis.
You want to go first, Sophia? You want me to go first? I guess I can go first. Okay, go ahead.
It's all about delivery. Okay.
Okay. So the thing is,
What do you call an elephant that's been painted with polka dots?
Like a polka elephant?
A dotty spotty fent.
That was okay. I was
you got a little smile, a little smile.
a dotty spotty elephant. That's a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I'll give it that.
Wow. Okay.
How about
Aunt Maria?
All right. How do elephants talk to each other? On the elephone.
That's good. That's a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Better than the
that was
dotty
better than
spotty?
Dotty spotty
I
fent.
don't want to get the dotty spotty
It's just like
Okay.
ridiculous.
potty elephant. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, don't look.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking.
What did the mama elephant say to her kid when he was misbehaving?
Oh, if it was a monkey, if you stop monkeying around. I don't know.
He was
For,
kinda
ele- for elephant.
Okay, it's tusk.
That's actually a 7. That's a 7. They're
It
getting
just keeps
better.
going up. It keeps going
Yeah,
up with Olivia. Okay.
Yeah.
Olivia, why don't elephants use computers? Because they're afraid of the mouse.
Oh, that's a good one. That's good.
I
Very
thought
well
that one
said.
for sure was not going to do anything. So what is that? Are we going up to an 8?
Yeah, 8. And when you get 10, you get a little chuckle. Because the monkeying around was pretty funny, but I was laughing more at the answer than the.
Okay.
That was it's witty. It's witty. That's why I don't laugh because it's too witty. I'm like,
Okay. All right.
Good.
Sophia, your turn. You have one more?
I have no more left.
Okay. You have no more. Let's see if I can just bring one down for okay. Um, why does baking with an elephant always take a lot of time?
Why?
Because the elephant always makes a jumbo batch. Here we go
That's
down,
a five.
Olivia.
It
That's a
double.
five.
I
Oh,
thought you were gonna
sorry.
do what happens when like an elephant slips on a banana peel or something. I don't know
So what
how it would end.
happens?
The
Okay.
elephant.
The
I don't
elephant
want
gets,
the.
sorry, I didn't have that one.
No, that would be
All
a
right.
dark one.
No.
No, no elephant slipping on banana peel.
Okay, so we're at 6:20. We have 10 more minutes left, which means I guess Olivia, you get to be here for the reading of the book, which
Story
should take
time.
about 5 minutes. So this is story time, and then we'll come back on after this, and then we'll say goodbye to Olivia because she has. Oh, I had a really good one. I totally forgot to use it because
No.
I was. This is why I remembered the puns. Is that Olivia? Can you tell everybody why you are leaving at 6:30?
Oh, I'm part of a like a wind ensemble where I play the trumpet.
Yeah. See, I was going to use that trumpet as a, you know, what kind of music instrument does an elephant play? You know, a trumpet, something, obviously. Would that have
Yeah.
got a 10? It got, hey, it
Yeah,
got
10. 10.
10. Sorry,
Trumpet.
sorry.
Wait. Did anyone in the chat, did they do the Aunt Maria's thing with the elephant names?
Oh,
I love that thing.
so, well,
What's
I
your
can't remember
elephant name?
what my name. I was like Twinkleberry Oddbody or something like that. It
Yeah.
wasn't mine, but yeah, that was kind of fun.
And then
Maybe
when I
if I
did it
can.
with her, I like changed my favorite color to something else because I didn't
That's
like the
right,
elephant name. My favorite color just became like,
purple or
blue or
something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to read. Oh, I'm going to read the story, The Christmas Elephant. So let's see if I
Yay!
can get it. Oh, well, here it is. Um, share so everyone can see that. I'll just go up one just right here. So you can all see that. Is that correct? Okay, so here we are, The Christmas Elephant Nativity Story by Maria Antonia, illustrated by Laura Zarin. And just shout out to Laura, who did the most amazing artwork for this. If you like, I did an interview with Laura on my blog today, so you can go there and you can get. Well, we'll talk about that afterwards, but. About how to get to my different websites. Okay, The Christmas Elephant, a Nativity Story. Ellie couldn't wait to be in the Christmas play. She loved Jesus and Christmas was his birthday, but she had one big elephant problem. There were no elephants in Bethlehem, her sister Piper said. Ellie held the baby Jesus doll. I'm an elephant, she whispered, an elephant who never forgets. Baby Jesus didn't say anything, but Ellie knew he understood. Jesus loves elephants and lambs and people and everybody. Don't touch the props. Piper snatched baby Jesus and set him down. The play's about to start. You need to get into your lamb costume. Ellie tried to be a little lamb. She gave her best bah, but it sounded more like a prumph. Suddenly, she had an idea. Ellie tiptoed backstage toward the darkest corner. The lights dimmed. Places everybody, Piper called. The curtains pulled back. The play had begun. "Ellie," Piper hissed, "you cannot wear that on stage." "I'm an elephant," Ellie whispered, "an elephant who never forgets." "Well, you can forget about being in this flock. Stay here." Ellie shook her elephant ears. When Piper wasn't watching, Ellie crept over to the angels. Maybe nobody would notice if she joined their choir. "Elephants don't sing." Piper marched Ellie back to her corner. Ellie thumped her elephant legs. When Piper turned her back, Ellie inched toward the three magi. Maybe she could blend in with the camels. "You're impossible," Piper said, picking up the manger. All of Ellie's plans had failed. She slinked back to her corner. She would never get to be in the Christmas play. Maybe she should have worn the lamb costume. "Baby Jesus is missing," Piper gasped. Everybody gasped. Then Ellie remembered. Baby Jesus. Ellie marched on stage and brought baby Jesus to the manger. When she turned around, everyone was staring at her. Oh, maybe Piper was right. Maybe she had ruined the play. There were no elephants in Bethlehem. But Piper wasn't frowning. She wasn't upset. Piper was clapping. Everybody clapped louder and louder. Ellie placed baby Jesus in the manger and bowed her head. Thrumph! After the show, Piper gave Ellie's elephant ear a playful tug. "Ellie, how did you find baby Jesus so quickly?" "I'm an elephant," Ellie said. "An elephant who never forgets." Piper smiled. "Thank you for reminding me that Christmas is all about Jesus." Ellie raised her trunk. "Baby Jesus loves everybody." "That's right," Piper said, "including a Christmas elephant like you."
Yeah,
The
Princess
end.
Elephant.
There
So
we go.
good.
So now
Wow.
you can see the
Oh.
difference between Olivia and Sophia and myself. We are the Pipers. I asked Sophia um, a few months ago. I said,
It's got
"Sophia,
people clapping. We love
would
it. Yay.
would you have said um, there were no elephants in Bethlehem to Sophia?" And what did you say, Sophia?
Yeah, I probably would have done something like that.
Yeah. See,
I
I think
probably would.
I would have done something like that as well.
I mean, that was kind of mean, that one part.
Yeah, that was that one part where she's like,
You can just
yeah,
forget.
yeah, and she was,
No,
yeah, yeah.
that's actually
You can
kind of crossing a line.
forget about being in this flock. Stay, or the scene
which
where she like grabs her by the arm.
That's
Ugh,
right. Well,
Oh,
that's like scary.
which is
Time
why
out.
we
Look at that
Pipers,
finger.
yes,
Mm, mm,
have to
mm.
remember
Mm.
that we need to be more gentle sometimes. That
we
the
have a
play,
question in the
yes.
chat from Kim Larson that's saying, "Are you
Oh,
both the oldest?" I think that's meant for yourself and myself.
oh.
Oh,
So Sophia is the oldest of her family, and Olivia comes after. I am not the oldest, but I am the oldest daughter. So I think that does affect you. So I did have two younger siblings that I like to boss around. But I also had an older brother who bossed us all around. So, I had two older brothers that bossed me around. So I know what it's like to be bossed as well. But yeah, so that is something. So at the back, you'll see that there is this uh, what is called back matter. It has like the author's note and it has some did you know questions. Yeah. And it is one of those things that just as I've to learn that I need to be a little bit more like Ellie in my life. So That's just something for us pipers. Anyhow, so Sophia or Olivia, it is now 6:30. You have to, you have to get your trumpet and get going.
Goodbye, Christmas elephant.
Yeah. So this is actually, we were originally going to have it at 7 o'clock, and then Olivia came to me and said, "Oh, I got this orchestra practice, so we had to push it up to 6." So I'm glad that everyone could
Trumpet
make it.
away,
So,
yes.
well, there you go.
Okay.
That's
Bye-bye.
people are using the puns and
Yeah.
making
Oh.
Olivia smile. If
Yep.
it has to do with a trumpet, that's what I should have done. A trumpet would have made her like laugh her head off.
Yep.
And there's
Okay.
you heard it here. All
Enjoy
right,
the rest of
thank you.
the book tour.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. So
Whee!
it's Sophia, it's back to it's just you and me,
Yep.
and I guess it's Q&A time.
Alrighty. So, I'm gonna ask some questions. If remember, if you have questions, you can put it in the chat. Just put 2 question marks beforehand, and that will just help sort of differentiate comments from questions for the interview. So, my first question is, where did you get the idea for this story?
Yeah, so a couple different things. Olivia was one of the first part of the inspiration, but she wasn't the only one, the only inspiration. My other inspiration was a actual nativity play where our baby Jesus went missing. It didn't actually happen in the middle of the play. I made that up for the story, but it happened. So at my church, we had a bazaar, which is like where you sell all sorts of things like jams and socks and whatever gets sold there. And we had a place where they sold dolls. And it was after the bazaar was over that we were going to take down. So the bazaar happened like at the end of November, and then we had to take it down and um, get ready for the practicing the play. And the lady who does the props came up to me. Her name is Chris, and she said, "Maria, I'm missing baby Jesus." I'm like, "Oh, well, he should be back here." So we went back there and like, no, baby Jesus. And all of a sudden, both of us looked at each other. The bazaar was still sort of set up because it was just after it. And it's like, uh-oh, they were selling dolls. So we ran to the doll spot and looked through the dolls. And I think I went to the toy spot because they were in 2 different locations for some reason. And Chris came back to me and said, "Is this it, Maria?" And she had this like teeny tiny little doll, like, something about like this this big, like it would be great if you had a 4-year-old Mary. And I'm like, "No, our baby Jesus was bigger than that." So I'm back to the toys, she's back to the dolls, and she goes, "Maria, I found it, I found it." She comes back with this huge baby Jesus doll. Like it's like this giant 15-pound baby. I mean, it's a doll, but I'm like, that's not our baby. And unfortunately, we never found baby Jesus. Unlike the story, which I made it a happy ending where Ellie was able to find it, the real baby Jesus doll was never found. And now we fluctuate between the tiny one and the big one. And luckily, we've had some really little Marys that, it doesn't matter so much to have the big one's just kind of really big. Or we just leave it in the manger. The baby just stays in the manger, and hopefully no one will notice what a teeny tiny doll it is. Anyhow, that is the story that also, besides my elephant niece, inspired this book.
Oh,
But I
that's
gave mine a
great.
happy ending. So
Was that when Noah and Gloria were
it's very
in?
possible that Gloria was the Mary. So you guys would have been in the play,
Was
but
that the star one?
it might have been the star one where you guys were stars. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
I made them wear these cutouts. Chris made all these cutouts of these stars that they had to wear, and they were the
Yep.
stars looking down on this Christmas story.
Yeah.
So
All right, another question we have is what was your favorite illustration?
Oh, so I love the illustrations, and that's one thing I really was nervous about. And I know I don't even know if my editor knew how nervous I was, but she probably figured it out that I really was worried that I would get a bad illustrator. I'm like, how can I love this book if like I don't like the art? So she said, "Oh, why don't you just," and I think I didn't even sign the contract before they gave me an answer. Like, okay, Maria, you can like we'll give you we'll show you the people before. And anyhow, um, I I think then they came and said, "Wait, if you have any suggestions, let us know." And I came up with a list, and I believe Laura Zarin was on my list. And they had a list as well. Paraclete Press had a list, and so we went over and they asked Laura, and because I went through all these different illustrations and said which ones did I, and I thought she would do a good job. And when I saw the art, I was very, very pleased. So this was the least of my worries. Um, and so my favorite illustrations, I have to say, I love any of the scenes that show the viewpoint from backstage. So a little bit of a just to set this is that I have worked in theater for like many years. And my job, if you can guess it, being like kind of the Piper type of person, I was the stage manager. I did the stage managing for a lot of different shows. So my view of backstage is from behind the people, behind the actors, and into the crowd. Not that I would see the crowd that often, but so these are my favorite illustrations right here. So there's Piper peeking back. But I like this one. I love this not this one. Well, I mean I like them all, but this is my favorite one. And I just love the the busyness that Piper is like she's just doing her thing and like who's hiding right there? You just see there's Ellie. And then there it is, the scene right here. This is my favorite. And as if you receive a um I don't have any cards here right now, but I did my book launch party, the in-person one. That that's the scene. I think that's the scene I picked to portray the whole essence of the book. But anyhow, so that's my favorite illustration. And but I love them all. I mean, they're wonderful. So thank you, Laura Czar. And again, you can I did an interview with her on my blog, which you can get there. It's of mariaantonia.wordpress.com, or you can get there through my website even, mariaantoniawrites.com. Just go there and I think it's there's a image that says the 12 days of the Christmas elephant, and that shows what the different blog stops over the next 12 days. All
Oh,
right,
that's
any other
really great.
questions?
So our chat seems to also really like the illustrations, but we have one. Uh, as an Ellie, what would you swap out for the baby Jesus doll if it went missing?
Oh, if I was like Ellie in here
Yeah, yeah,
and there was no teeny tiny baby or like big Goliath baby to go by, oh,
I
I'd
guess,
probably
yeah.
maybe take like a little stuffed sheep. I mean, I noticed Laura put a bunch of different props. Where's there was something in here. Well, there's the baby. There's like a little stuffed sheep. Like like I might take that little stuffed sheep and wrap it in a swaddling cloths, and then lay it in the manger. Put it
Wow,
in the manger.
it's pretty good. Um, okay, so another question is what kind of stories impacted you as a child? Like usually authors are inspired by specific other authors and like it sort of impacts how they write. So what are some authors or books that you feel impacted you?
So I have no idea what this book is. When I was little, like I would say 4 or 5 years old, um, we would go to the library and I loved this book. It was about a house and it was like a miniature thing and like it just showed and I just would pour over so like I love miniatures. I not when I was that old, but when I was a little older, I got a dollhouse that I totally furnished. This dollhouse. I love everything miniature. Even today, I mean, well, I don't have, she's gone right now, but my little teeny tiny elephant used to sit on a teacup in my cupboard, and she went missing because I don't know. She thought maybe she should run away like the next animal that I'm going to be writing about or publishing. But so anything with like little teeny tiny details like that, I loved. I will say, like elephant wise, I loved the story of Babar. Uh, Babar and Celeste and Palm, Flora and Alexander and Celesteville. Again, I think it was like this, they were creating this village and they created everything, and it just that I loved all that. So those are stories like picture books that inspired me when I was little.
Oh, that's really good. Aunt Gay is asking if the elephant costume is on the couch behind me. Unfortunately, it's
No.
not. This is like just a stuffed elephant that Olivia
Yeah.
owns from her youth.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like the costume though, but no, you can't wear it, unfortunately.
Well,
It's
that's
just
about the
giant.
size of it, the
Yeah,
size of the
pretty much.
costume. The
Yeah,
costume, we think the
it's
costume
big.
does not exist in our world anymore.
Yeah.
It got repurposed for sent to some other place where, hopefully some other child got to wear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, yep.
No, that's good. Okay, I have another question. Okay, so if you were on a deserted island, okay, which character from your book would you want to have with you?
Oh boy. I mean, there's only two choices.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I
would you rather
suppose I
have
could
me or Olivia?
also I'd probably pick you, I think. But
That's
Olivia
funny.
would, if I didn't want to be like if I wanted to like although Olivia would think outside the box if we had to like
Yeah,
build a raft,
yeah.
right? She would like think we could get these coconuts. And yeah, see, I can't yeah. You know what? It depends on if I wanted to have detailed discussions about um Little Women and literature, I would pick you, Sophia. If it was a deserted island like that, if it was a deserted island where I didn't want to be bored, I would pick Olivia. So in other
Yep,
words, I would pick Ellie, I guess. Ellie would keep
yep.
me entertained. Piper would we might argue though. I
Uh-oh.
might have to pick Ellie. I might have to
Yeah,
pick Ellie.
it's a similar personalities that'll
Yeah,
get you.
yeah.
Okay, I think we have time for one more question, maybe.
Okay,
Um,
go ahead.
okay. What was the first book that made you cry?
I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go with Anna Green Gables.
Oh, with like Matthew?
Yeah, with Matthew.
Oh, that is
If
sad.
you
Yeah.
if you've never read Anna Green Gables, ignore this part of the conversation. The other one, maybe Little Women. I mean, I don't know which I probably read Anne. I mean, I didn't personally read it myself. My mom read Anne to us, to me and my sister when we were very little, when we were little. Not very little. Like I would have been about 8 or 9. And then yeah, Little Women would also have made me cry. Well, yeah, the part of yeah, which again, no spoilers for those who
Yeah.
don't know about Little Women. But yes, yeah, I think those see, this is what I would talk to with Piper on the desert island.
Yep.
Which book would make us cry?
And Ellie would be running around making trumpet noises.
Ellie would be, yeah, you know what? Then can I have both Ellie and Piper on this desert island?
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Okay.
Um, do you think we have one one
We
more
we we have
question?
we're doing pretty good. We actually have 15 more minutes, and do you have your what's in the box? Because we can play one more round of that after the
Oh,
questions.
that's true. I do. I do have mine. Mine hopefully
Okay.
won't be as convoluted, but
Oh,
we'll
someone put
see.
Charlotte's Web. Okay, so
Yeah.
Charlotte's Web. Okay, let me tell you, I used to teach grade 2 and 3, and my third graders, we read they studied Charlotte's Web, and I would read to them from the book. And I had to read that. I read that book 3 years in a row. And man, when it came to the end of Charlotte's Web, again, if you've never read Charlotte's Web, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but when I those last few chapters were really hard. How do you get through it like with a classroom of whatever I had oh anywhere between 16 and 23 kids, 24 kids. You just have to go through it. That was a hard one. Yeah, I will agree with that. All right.
Yeah,
Did you have
that
one more
one's hard.
question, Sophia?
Yeah, sure. What is an early experience where you learned that words have power?
Did I give you these questions?
Yeah, anything about ducklings, perhaps?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. So I guess the the thing that happened where I realized that I could actually tell stories, not just tell them, but write stories that made people like laugh or I don't know if I've ever made anybody cry, but I hope I know I've made people laugh because I made my little brother and sister laugh. Was a story called Duckling Attack. And it was this basically, it was a Mary Had a Little Lamb mashup. I don't think I realized that at the time, but yeah, it's about this girl who, her duckling, Marcus, I remember his name. I don't remember the girl's name, but her Marcus, the duckling, uh, he follows her to school and she goes to school at a one-room schoolhouse. Okay, you can see I'm totally influenced by Anna Green Gables here. And she has this is Mary Had a Little Lamb meets Anne of Green Gables. And in Anne of Green Gables, there's this really awful teacher named Mr. Phillips. And I think I even gave him a very similar name, but he had his whip. Like, so back in the day, teachers would like whip their students if they like didn't learn well or they were misbehaving. I mean, that doesn't happen today, but back then and in my story that happened because of course in my
Oh
mind
my gosh.
that's that's what school was. This is like, think about Amy in Little Women. She gets her hand whipped, right? So these are the kind of stories I read. And so this teacher was attacking the children with his whip. And Marcus, the duckling, was incensed. And so he could all his duckling friends and they attack the teacher. And this is like I don't think I'll ever be able to um, duplicate this humorous moment. But they attacked him and they ended up pulling his pants dropped, revealing his heart underwear. My brother and sister thought that was the funniest thing. And I think I got hooked. Like, hey, I wrote that. I've never put heart underwear in any other story, and I probably never will. So, Stephanie,
How
don't expect anything about that. Just saying.
how old were they?
So, I would have been probably about 9 or 10, which means
Okay.
they were 5 and 7. Yeah.
Wow, that hard underwear gone
Hard
real
underwear
good.
was like, that's just, I'm not huge on potty humor even today. Like there's like I don't go there too much, but apparently I started off with the hard underwear. anyhow, I mean, again, and that's it's so basically that story is Mary had a little lamb meets Anne of Green Gables slash Little Women meets like Looney Tunes or whatever, wherever the
Yeah.
heart underwear came from, you know, that's yeah, that's where I mishmashed everything together.
Well,
So
Stephanie's disappointed and says you
yeah.
should definitely use it.
Well, I just we'll see. If it naturally goes that way, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, are we
Um,
ready
Aunt
for
Gay
another?
actually had a question.
Oh,
Do you
sure.
think we have time?
Yep, go ahead.
It's why did you start writing stories?
Because I enjoyed reading stories so much. I mean, I grew up, so like, I mean, talk about, yeah, the whipping teacher. Like, I grew up with like the original fairy tales. Like, The Little Mermaid for me is pre-Disney. In fact, when Disney came out with their musical, I was too old for that. And I avoided the Little Mermaid Disney movie until my cousin, it was her birthday, and she got the movie. And anyhow, she got the movie and we watched it, and I'm like, this is actually not half bad. Even though the ending is different than Hans Christian Andersen's ending. And I loved the Hans Christian Andersen ending. I mean, maybe that's another one where I cried. I don't know. Like, I mean, she turns into sea foam at the end of that fairy tale. Um, so I don't know if that also, but I love the Disney one. I love what they did with it. I realized that I sort of realized I didn't know at the time, but I kind of realized then that maybe I'm not too old for fairy tales. And as an adult, I will definitely say, that's what makes a really good story is if an adult can enjoy it. But yeah, I think just I looked up to the people who could make words fly, and I wanted to do that. And so hence I wrote Duckling Attack. My second book, by the way, and this one I actually say is a book because it was illustrated, happened about a year later. It was called The Elf Who Saved Christmas. And I did it together with a friend of someone in school, Erin, and she did all the illustrations, but I can't draw. She can. And I guess I wrote the words. So it's about an elf who saved Christmas. So my second one
Well,
was a Christmas book.
yeah, it's
Yep.
Christmas.
Yep.
That's good.
All right. Well, we have 8 minutes left. Do you think we can do what's in the box with Sophia?
Yeah, absolutely. It
Okay.
seems like Amy Houts has to go. Bye,
Okay.
Amy.
Thanks for coming, Amy.
Um, but yes, I have this container
Okay.
and there's something inside here.
What's in the bag? Okay. So you're gonna keep track of
Yeah,
the numbers. Okay. Oh,
the chat
so
says, is it
do,
a toy? It's not a toy.
okay. Does it represent something alive?
No. And it's Aunt Marla saying, is it an animal? It's not an animal.
So is it is it like hard?
It is kind of like it's not like
I know
wood
it's
hard.
really hard to it's hard to say, right? The yes or no thing.
Yeah, okay. It's I'll say no, it's not hard. We have a question. Is it related to Christmas? No. Not not like it's not something you would think of when you think of Christmas, but it could be part of like
Oh, here's a good one. Is it
one
something
element.
you wear?
Yes.
Is it something you wear on the upper half of your body?
Yes.
Is it crocheted?
No. I have the guess hat is correct. It is a hat, but I want you to guess what
Okay.
type of hat.
Is it a beret?
Nope. 10 questions left.
It's not a crown.
Is it a sun hat?
Nope. I have a question. Is it a beanie? It's not a beanie. It's not a Santa hat. It's not a cap. It's not an elephant hat. There's only four left. I'll give a hint. It's
What
kind of
is
Scrooge. It's kind of Scroogey, like
it like
Ebenezer.
a nightcap? An elf hat? No,
No, no, ugh, it's too
Scrooge
loud.
and
Top
Ebenezer.
hats. Uncle
A
Nick
top
got
hat.
it.
Oh, oh, there we go. A top hat.
Yep.
You're right. It is kind of with the Scrooge and that's a little bit Christmassy, but it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, you're right. It's not
You
totally.
don't think of this when you think of Christmas, but
Oh,
yeah, it could be.
that's a good one. That's a good one. I think who do we guess the fastest was mine with the sheep.
Yeah.
How many did we get? Did we get 20 for you? 20 questions?
Yeah, I think you just made it.
Okay. Okay, well we're in our we're winding down here. So I'm gonna let well actually it's my turn to say some remarks here. So I want to thank everybody for coming to this virtual book release. I'm glad that you could make it. Uh, if you I am having like so this is not the end because I got 12 more days before my in-person book launch, which is happening on the 19th of October. If you are in the Niagara, Ontario region, you're welcome to come. It's at from 2 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, October 19th. If you can't make that, I'm hosting on my blog the 12 days of the Christmas elephant, which you can, there's different ways that you can get uh, free books. There's like free copies of the book are being offered at different times. So there's a whole blog tour one where I'm going to be giving away one signed copy of the book to a lucky winner of the whole blog tour. So there's 12 days. You can comment to get an entry. You can sign up for my newsletter to get an entry. If you're already signed up for my newsletter, you can just send me an email and say, I'm already signed up, but please put me in the draw to get a free book. And, if you already have a book, hey, you can get another book, which you can give to somebody, or you could put into a free library or anything like that. That would be really cool. So you can get, and then I know cuts up, like for example, the tomorrow stop, she's offering, there's going to be a different book that's going to be offered as a giveaway. So to get there, you can go to my website, which is mariaantoniawrites.com.
I just put it in
Um,
the chat.
it is not just, so depending on the blog, some of it will be a US only giveaway. So some of the people who are, if it's on my blog, I'm sending it to anywhere in the world. So because I'm doing one, like if you live in Australia, yes, I will pay the money to send my book to you in Australia. If you live in the UK or Italy or the US or Canada, yeah, you can enter. So there's at least one worldwide one. And then, but it should say on the blog itself, the blog post, whether it's a US only or if it's US and Canada or worldwide. Mine's worldwide. Um, so if you so some of I did already have a little elephant prize pack giveaway that Susanna won that. So yay, Susanna, for wearing I for ordering the book. And I just did up your package and it's going out into the post office tomorrow. But there are other, if you did pre-order the book, I am giving away book plates, signed book plates. If you want to put one in the front of your book, just again, shoot me an email. Um, and I will send you one. I only have so many, so it's like first come, first served. I know there's a few people that have already said they wanted one, but I do have a number, so you can let me know if you would like one. Just send me an email and I will. If you are in the area, I can also sign your book too. So this is more for people who are far away and I can't get to you. I'm happy to sign a book plate and give you some little elephant swag, like stickers and bookmarks and that sort of thing. And we are at, I think, 7 o'clock, so I'm going to sign off here. But I do want to just say a quick thank you to everyone involved in this to make this book come out. I want to thank Stephanie, my agent. I want to thank Annette and everybody at Paraclete. You guys have been awesome. I'm very, very happy with my experience as a debut author. And I want to thank all of you readers. And most importantly, I do want to thank God for giving this opportunity to me. And I'll leave
Excellent.
that
So yeah.
to Sophia.
Awesome. So thank you everyone for coming to my Aunt Maria's virtual book launch. The Christmas Elephant is now available wherever you get books. You can go review the book on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Indigo, Christian Books. You'll find the links at the website mariaantoniawrites.com, and you can also go to christmaselephantbook.com for free downloads. Finally, even if there were no elephants in Bethlehem, go find a Christmas elephant to hug today. Bye.
Bye.